Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to a Friday Chill and Chat. Today we're going to be talking about free games in general, but also I want to start doing a bit of a list because I've got a project on, and I want to know some good free games. We want to get a good list to going. I can see we've got quite a few people bounding together. If you've come here expecting to receive free games, then in some ways you're in luck, because we were talking about free games and what games are good and free, in which case you can go off and get them, and also I've got a couple of game giveaways to do as well. So I can see what you're saying, and I can see a sheet here. I need to get my main spreadsheet open, because in that main spreadsheet somewhere I've got a list of free games which I'm starting to collate and put together. Or at least I'm trying to find it. Where is it? Okay, bear with me a second, folks. Let's see, I've got so many tabs on here, it's ridiculous. So, that's from my charity event, that's notes from Minecraft, notes from Eve, yearly events. The Master Hellish birthday is actually in June. We saw that. Charity Championship stuff and Hellish News. Doesn't look like I've actually got a list on here at the minute. So, I do have a tab for it, but we'll get started. Okay. You found the list. Oh, if you found the list that you made previously, then yeah. Post it somewhere appropriate. Let me know where it is. And then I'll have a look. Robbie Zoo, hello, welcome. So, there's certain criteria we've got to meet in order for a game to be make the list, so to speak. First of all, it's got to be free. And by free, I mean completely free. Not like free to try or free up to level 40 or something like that. We may have a section where we do honourable mentions for like games that are really good for the free content and you might not want to even bother with the rest. Jackamak, oh my goodness, right, that is a relatively big list there. So, I don't know where I'm going to put the criteria on this sheet. I won't share this sheet at the... Oh, I just found the list, Jackamak. It was right next to the other thing that I was looking at. Okay, so we're going to make a full list. So, we're going to have a name. We're going to put the name of the game, and we'll put some other columns, and then we'll put, like, is it free? Question mark. If it's not free, we take it off the list. Okay, this is how this is going to work. And then we'll look at its category and things like that. So this is an opportunity for you guys to give me your ideas as well as pass things between us. Big fan. Hello. Well, I'm glad you are enjoying the content. What about free but with optional playable DLC? I will allow that as long as the base game is good enough by itself. It's like, let's say, for example, that RimWorld, the base game, was free, but the 2 DLCs, or is it 3 DLCs, I can't remember now, were pay. I would say that RimWorld as a base game is more than capable of being played without DLCs. It's a full game in its own right. I would allow that. 2 DLCs. But I wouldn't allow it if, like, it was missing features and really wasn't a great game without the DLCs. Are you with me? So that's kind of criteria 1. Like, the base game has to be free. Like, you can have DLCs. So, base game free. And then I think we'll put type. So, like, type of game. So that's like, kind of like genre. So I'm just making this list here now. I will share this list with you soon, I think. What I'll probably do is find a better place for this list to go, and then we'll make it somewhere good. And then I suppose really we want to start... I mean, like, it has to be good. Like, it can't be a really rubbish game, but it's free, so we'll add it to the list. It has to be good. Now, we've got to be careful here about what we say about has to be good. Like, some people might think one game's good. Other people might think other games are good. I just noticed that I think my focus is out. So I'm going to use my focusing stick to just refocus. It's difficult. There we go. I can't move forward to reach the button to focus, because if I move forward to focus, then the focus will be wrong when I move back again. So I've got this stick. It's actually a clamp with a standard tripod mount. So you can like mount... What did I use this for in the past? I can't remember what I used this for in the past, but it's just a good length, and I've bent it, because it's one of those flexible things, into just the right shape to press the button I need to. So now this is my focusing stick. Yeah, let's put that over there for now. All right, if you could stop popping things in Ideas for Hellish for now, we're going to focus here in the main chat. So when I say it has to be good, there's games like... I know it's not free, but EVE Online, some people love that game, and other people really don't like the game. That is taste. That's whether you like the game or not, not whether the game's good. By is the game good, I mean, like, is the game finished? Is it full of bugs? Do you, like, is it objectively playable? Like, is the controls terrible? Do you have to install mods just to get it working? You know, it has to be a good game, not necessarily a game you like. Okay, so we're doing that on first. So let's see what's going on here. What did I miss? No, not. We're just kind of setting up the criteria and things like that, and we're going to have a look at these. You had to verify your number. Yep, we've got some new verification. Basically, some people were getting banned and constantly just creating new Twitch accounts and coming back and harassing us. So we enabled the setting so you have to assign your account to a number, and if you assign a new account to the same number, then you'll still be banned. So that hopefully that's going to stop that from happening. Autofocus. I do actually have autofocus on that camera, but I'm not using autofocus because... Like, generally I don't move around a lot, and because of the depth of field that we're using, I can swing backwards and forwards and I'm still in focus. But like, if I was using my hands or expressing myself or something like that, I've seen a number of times where autofocus just goes absolutely haywire. The camera's stationary, I'm mostly stationary. This is a good scenario for fixed focus. The only problem is, the only reason the focus was out is because I accidentally pressed the focus button while I was turning the camera on for the live stream. Normally, it's completely fine. Right, so I think I'm going to have to share this list somehow so that we can not get multiple... what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? Multiple, like, people suggesting the same thing over and over again. I think we ought to make a note of whether it's like single player or multi or MMO. Let's have a look. So it's, yeah, single player. Like, you can have co-op/team. Or you can have like full multiplayer. I suppose co-op/team is multiplayer, isn't it? So a single player, co-op/team, or MMO. There we go. I'm just making a note of these things that we need to have a look at. Cool. There we go. Good morning, Mr. Beantown. Hello. OpenTTD is good. Yeah, OpenTTD is already on the list. We don't need to worry about that. I have a list already, so I need to actually grab that list. Where is it? So if I go to... no. There's there's a list of games which are already on the list, and I want to expand the list. So there's two things here. I've got a project about free games. That's what this is about. But also, I just think it's cool that we share like games between ourselves that we know that people can enjoy. So the games that are currently already on the list are OpenTTD, Fistful of Frags, T-Worlds, Crossout, Tiberian Sun, and Core 6TH. Now, there are so many games that we can add to that list, and that's part of what we're doing here. Now, there is another note. Crossout has microtransactions or in-game purchases. For a game to qualify on the list, they must be aesthetic. No, if I say it's aesthetic only, then Crossout wouldn't actually make the list. I would say, like, not exclusive. Like, you can gain them without the money. They must be non-exclusive. And balanced. So, in Crossout, whether you've purchased something or whether you've obtained it by playing the game, those things are given a score, and you only play against people with a similar score to you. So when you're playing a battle, you don't need to worry about somebody who's purchased something and they will be better than you. They may have purchased it with money, or they may have played the game to get it, but it doesn't matter because it's a level playing field. So on that basis, I'm allowing Crossout. Normally, microtransactions must be aesthetic only, but it's so well balanced in Crossout, I'm going to allow it. Take Robocraft off the list then. Therefore, Eve doesn't fit the bill. Eve isn't on the list. Eve is not on the Fantastic Free Games list. Eve does not fit the bill. No. Eve is not a free game. It's a free game to start. And I would say you could play the base game and the free stuff, and you can enjoy it, and there's enough of the game for you to really get into it and get a good feel of it. But at some point, you will want the stuff that you have to pay for at some point in the future. That's what I think. I don't know if some people would always play it for free. And also, in Eve, and this is why Eve is going to get a special mention, if you get good enough at Eve, you can use the in-game money to pay to play the game, so you actually then can play the game for free. This is why Eve has got a special mention. Okay, Rocket League. Oh, did Rocket League go free? It did, didn't it? Rocket League did go free. I need to look into that. As far as I can tell, Rocket League would make the list, but I'm going to add it to the list of games to check. Right, so what about... Why would I take Robocraft off the list then? Why does Robocraft fail? Pay to look fabulous. Yeah, pay to look fabulous, Fear the Deer, is completely fine. Rocket League is epic now, says Brandon. I don't know if it's just epic. The Rocket League community is toxic. So I think the fact that the community is toxic might be what actually stops Rocket League from getting on this list. It's like the game has to be good, and a part of that game, if it's an online game or like primarily an online game, you need the online community not to be a big pile of car crash. You can only buy the car skins. Yeah, so that's cool. CSGO. See, CSGO can go on the list of games to consider, but I'm not sure about that. Because the problem with CSGO is the has to be good bit is the amount of people that like the option to make it difficult for people to hack is a premium option if I'm correct. So please let me know if that's not right. But I'm going to just put a question mark next to that premium. Brandon says because Robocraft has premium features as well as microtransactions with things that you can't get for free. Right. So yes, for that purpose, Robocraft would become off the list. I think, like, if it has microtransactions and you can still obtain it, that's fine. And if it's balanced in some way, that's fine. And if it has premium features that you would really probably want, that's probably not okay. So it does sound like it fails on microtransactions. It does sound like, unless other people have got opinions on that. Some of this is a little bit opinion based. Can't you just play against your community? Oh, you're talking about Rocket League, JB? Yes, you can. I really enjoy playing Rocket League with people I know. But going out there and playing with other random people, you can play against random people. That's usually okay. But playing with other random people, that's no good. There we go. Checking this, checking that. Nope, not there. Cool, okay, that's good. So we've got CSGO on the list to investigate. Isn't Rocket League 2 versus 2? There's different game modes where you can have different amounts of people, so that's good. The point of the list is to be good with the hellish community is... What? The point of the list is to be good with the hellish community as well as in any other situation. Yeah. So it's like you could say Rocket League is really good because it's free. The microtransactions are only for aesthetic stuff. The community is terrible, but as long as you've got friends to play with, that's okay. So it is a bad thing, and we're not looking for perfect games. We're not looking for perfect games. Games that are pretty good. It's like we could add Rocket League to the list and just put in the bad points, highly recommended to play with your friends only. You know? As long as it's like good on all other areas. Right, so let's just go look through this list. Have we got any more suggestions? Jackamak says, J-Bay says, Brandon, I'll show you later where the mob spawners are. Okay, they're talking about Minecraft on the Viewer Plus server. Oop. One moment. Okay, oh my goodness. I've got quite a few messages, so I'm just going to check them to make sure there's no urgent ones. Bear with me a moment. And that's good, that's fine. My dad wants something. Okay, that's fine. Right then, let's see. JB's like, sorry, I randomly slipped into the questions. Yeah, I mean, I think at the moment, JB, that sort of question might be best popped on the appropriate channel in the Discord. Right, where are we? War Thunder has a similar system to Crossout, where you're only matched with people who have a similar capabilities, but there is premium, which gives you vehicles not normally available. Yeah. I think, like, with Mr. Beantown, for War Thunder, what I would say is there enough vehicles in the base game for you to really not be bothered about the premium vehicles at all? Is it just like Like, say there's 100 tanks, and then there's like 5 premium ones for people that want to pay for it. Is it like that? Or is there like, you know, a set of 10 base tanks, but then there's 20 premium ones that are better? Like, how does that work? 80 to 90% of the vehicles are free. I presume you're talking about War Thunder there. Okay, folks. New rule for this live stream. If you're commenting a comment about the game, start your message with that game, because we're talking about multiple games at the same time. We've got one conversation about free games, but we're having multiple conversations about multiple games. So please try and start your chat message with the name of the game that you're talking about, just to make it a little bit easier for me. That would be brilliant. Thank you. That would be fantastic if you could do that. Right, sure, but you have to pay for separate ammo. Okay, that sounds like a little bit of a minefield. Let's just have a quick look at some of these on the list. One of the ones here that stands out for me is Super Tux Kart. Now, for me, I've heard of that one. Super Tux Kart is basically, from what I understand, like Mario, but free, like open source. And last time I checked it out, I didn't get into it because it just seemed like there was something missing, and I can't remember what it is. Was it multiplayer? Like proper multiplayer? I mean, looking at this, yeah, so in April 2019, version 1 was released. So that's when the game was ready. The last time I looked at this was before then. So I think, by the looks of it, let's have a look at the FAQ. What is Super Tux Kart? It's a free 3D kart racing game aimed towards players of all skill level. Who is behind it? What's the hardware requirements? My computer is too old. What should I do? What is the history? Is it a Mario clone? No, it's not a Mario clone. Gameplay questions. AI is cheating? Question mark. Can I play on the internet? Yes. Select online, global networking. You can host your own servers to others to play on, or join community hosted servers. Okay, I think we might have a winner here. Super Tux Kart looks quite good. I'm going to highlight that in green. I've been looking for a fun racing game. I mean, I love serious racing games, like ones with realistic acceleration and damage and controls. I like that, and I know other people don't, and not everybody's into racing games. But yeah. Right, okay. PlanetSide 2, free, like Battlefield, but bigger. Some premium things like more experience, I think, but none of it is OP or outbalanced. Mostly just cosmetic guns. Okay, I will add PlanetSide 2 to the investigation list. In War Thunder, you don't need premium to have fun, says Mr. Beantown. Okay. So War Thunder is I don't think War Thunder is on the investigation list. I will put it on there. Like, we're not saying like not allowed microtransactions, but we're judging those on a case by case basis. Bastrian says, when it comes to War Thunder, I prefer World of Tanks, warships, warplanes for whatever you want to play as. Interesting. J-Bay says Trackmania has a free version. You can race or go for track records. Yes. Trackmania is on the list to investigate. So I will see. Can I post this list in chat? Okay. Bear with me. I've got the list I've got has the game type built in. Bear with me a second. There we go. I don't know what... you guys did an SOS, and I don't know why. I guess it was because I was muted. I deliberately muted myself to dictate to my phone then for a second, so hopefully that's okay. Right, hang on a minute. Trackmania Nations Forever is free. Yes, it is. So that's what we're going to check out. So I'm going to get this list pasted into chat. And I don't know how horrible it's going to look in text format. I was hoping to share this list, but I can't really share it where it is now. And there's quite a lot of games on this list to be considered. So, server software that shows the save track records. Yeah, you can have all sorts of things. Time Trials isn't racing, but Time Trials can still be a fantastic free game. TF2 is a team-based game like Overwatch, weapons, but it has unlocked weapons that cost money, but you can get them for free mostly. So it sounds like TF2 is definitely something we will look at. That will go on the investigation list. Right. It looks like I've got another message to reply to. I tell you what, I'll run a roll of be right back. I'll be right back after I've replied to these messages that are popping up. Hopefully we should be able to carry on the live stream. I don't think it's that important. So I'll be right back any minute. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Gecko, welcome. Oh, these guys are so dead. Maybe. There's one dead. There's one stunned. Oh, I'm not sure that these guys are actually going to survive. Wow. Oh my goodness, we're there now. Oh, that didn't work. Firing all shoots. Okay, well, we broke a solar panel, but... I mean, that was an awful... Hopefully this is where the sniper rifles really do really good job. We can't really take another hit like that. Oh dear, that's not good. Like, everybody, attack this one. Oh my goodness, Beanie Nixon's dead. Jacko Cloud's dead. JPB's... What's JPB doing in there? Oh my goodness, there's Timberwolves dead everywhere. Yes, so we're going to have a very quick break. I'm going to grab a drink. I'll probably hide down my hole. Yeah, we'll hide down my hole while I'm on... I shouldn't have pressed forward while I was going down my hole. Here we go. That didn't go great. Right, we'll release the animals and pop smoke. Then we'll get all of these guys to line up behind the pillars. Oh, the dogs! The dogs! No! Animals come back! Stop grenading people! This is not working! This is not working. Right. Oh, there's no lift. There's no lift. There's no lift. Oh, that was so close to pulling up. So close. Okay, folks. I'm back. Everything's cool, I think. Looks good to me. Yes, all messages sorted out. Right, where are we in the chat? Let's have a look. Right. Let's see. Quite a stuff going on about Trackmania. TF2's weapons are all free. It just takes a bit to unlock them, so that's cool. Can't think of any free true racing games. Race Room Racing Experience, I think, is one of them. I'll put that on the list to check out. Let's see. Especially for things like drifting. Racing games do take effort. I like that. Definitely Race Room would not work for this list. Why? Oh, 95% of the stuff isn't free. Oh, I see what you mean. Let's see. There's a PvP horror game on the list here. There's a couple of PvP horror games. Okay, interesting. Not really my genre, but, you know, if it's objectively a good game, you know, it doesn't break and it works well and you can get into the game and all that. There's one game here and the category / type description is just balls. Not sure what that's all about. Open world post delivery. Wow. Walking simulator. Okay, some of these games are probably not going to make it onto the list. Endless Skies, 2D space trading and combat. Okay. That could be a cool one to check out. TF2 is currently riddled with bots ruining the game. Oh, I see. Race Room, great base game, sure, but the content is locked behind a paywall. I think it's like, is there enough in the base game? That's what I'm not sure about with that one. Okay. I'm going to see if I can just get this list into chat without it going crazy. Oh no, that looks horrible. Okay. What I will do is I will screenshot this chat and put it in the general channel on Discord. Not the chat, the list. General channel on Discord. If you're not in Discord, there you go. So that's the list of games we've got to check out so far. Hang on, here we go. So Among Us, it's not free but very cheap and looks fun for 4 to 10 players. I can appreciate that it's not free but it's cheap, but we are quite strict about the free thing here. So for this particular list, a read-only Google Doc. Yeah, I am going to move this list into a much better place. I don't know exactly where I'm going to do it yet. We'll see. But this is where I had the list saved, so this is where I'm updating it at the moment. Yeah, I think it is free on mobile, actually, Among Us. Like, the PC version's not free, or something along those lines. I don't know. Not sure. So Robocraft is on the list for us to check out, but we think there's just too many microtransactions and too much behind the paywall. Zero AD is like Age of Empires, but it's free, and I think it's really good, actually. I need to check that. Last time I tried to do Zero AD was many years ago, before the game was anywhere near ready. I think Super Tux Kart is going to make the list. I think that is going to make the list. I can't see any reason why, like I think it's got single player plus team online. And we'll put some question marks after that one. I'm not sure if it is single player or not. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if about the single player. It's like it's free. Yes, completely free. But we need to give it a go to make sure it is good. Brandon says it isn't free on mobile. Okay. DJ Egg says Super Auto Pets. Quick Auto Battler. Okay. I'll add it to the list and we'll look into that one. There we go. I suppose we could give some sort of scoring on these, like how much of a good thing it is in each aspect. Let's see, what else have we got? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the auto battler is actually. There's birds in it. There's birds and Brandon's like, yes, take my money. It's like, get all the money, take it. I like that. That's fun. For Among Us, it needs at least 5 people. Can you play with randomers though? That's the question. That's the big question there. Let's just get this one. Where's the text wrapping? We will overflow. There we go. There's very few games with birds, so you take what you can get. Fair enough. I mean, some of these look interesting. OpenRA is red alert, like free red alert. I think that one's probably going to make the list because, as far as I'm aware, like it is completely free. It doesn't have any microtransactions. I'm going to color code this actually. I'm going to go with some green. Oh no, that green's too dark. There we go. And then we've got what I think we're going to put a fail on RoboCraft. I think there's just too much behind the paywall. Brandon says OpenRA is amazing fun. Among Us with randos is horrible. So you're in a similar situation there as Rocket League, because Rocket League, I think, with random people is not a good game to play. It's like, as long as you're playing with a team of people, you're okay. So that's not too bad. CSGO. Okay, so the thing for me with CSGO is like, do you need premium to play? No. Does premium give you a feature that allows you to reduce the amount of hacking and bots you play against? I think it does. In which case, I think that would be a fail. It's like that feature is an important feature in my opinion. Like the ability to stop people cheating, and that being in the premium version, I think CSGO would fail to get on the list based on that. But I'd need somebody to confirm that for me. Like probably Jackamak, I think, might know that. So that would be good. It'd be nice to get some good free MMOs on here. Free CSGO doesn't stop you from playing with friends in private matches. Interesting. Interesting. That might be. We've got a new viewer plus subscriber coming through soon. I don't know when that will come. Actually start. Yeah. Jackamak says, "Yeah, I think I can agree with you on CS:GO. Things have got better, but you don't think it works in the spirit of the list." So yeah, I mean, do you have to be premium to have that setting to filter out those people? That's what I really need to know. So the idea here is that we're going to just add as much to the list as possible. And we just need it to be like, there we go. So Rocket League, yes, is now completely free. CSGO premium. Can you earn premium? I don't know. Yes, you can earn it at level 20. Oh, right. Okay. That's all a bit silly, isn't it? Like, You have to play the game lots to get premium, which allows you access to a feature which helps you reduce the amount of people that can cheat on it. I'm not sure that game would make the list. I'm really not sure that game would make the list at all. I've got a funny feeling that Race Room Racing Experience is like is going to fail. Like, the base game is free, yeah, but microtransactions, like, yes, required for, yeah, for a lot of content. I mean, I'm going to put that as an amber warning on this list at the moment. Required, like, microtransactions are required for a lot of content. They updated it so you can no longer get Prime by leveling. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you still have access to everything. So, Endless Skies sounds good. Super Tux Kart, I'm almost certain is going to make the list. I mean, it is free, so there's no microtransactions that I can tell. So we'll put that down as none. Put it down as a nice green colour on the list. Endless Sky is good fun if complex. Is it on Steam? Oh, there we go. Is it just single player? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's just single player. Okay. I will have a look at that. Maybe we'll have to do a having a crack on that. I mean, whether it's single player, multiplayer, or an MMO doesn't really matter whether it's a pass or fail. At the minute, it looks like Super Tux Kart and Zero AD are the two top ones that are currently winning the list. Oh, I just did something that I didn't mean to. There we go. Everything's all right there. At the moment, we've got a few on the list which are failing. Like Robocraft. Then we've got games like Trackmania that we need to look into a little bit more. Has anybody got any new ones? We've got quite a list going on here. Who said the community was toxic for another game? I can't remember now. Okay, I'm going to post another screenshot in the Discord. But it's going to include the other columns now. Copy, paste, boosh. There we go. We're starting to filter these games down. We just want a massive list of free games that we can play together as a community and that other people can find out about. Oh, Stephen, hello. Well, hello from Glasgow. Glasgow. Been there before. Went to watch the recording of some of the last ever series of Robot Wars. That was fantastic. Nice trip. I think we've got a good list of games to investigate here. Oh, hang on. There's that open source version of Tiberian Sun, isn't there? I can't remember what it is. You was going to suggest a game. It wasn't free, but you got it for free. Well, that's a whole different kettle of fish, isn't it? Eh? I mean, if you can, yeah, getting a game for free is different to a game being free. Let's see. We've got T-Worlds and Fistful of Frags. Tiberian Sun is on the website. Yeah, Tiberian Sun is, and that's like the actual game. But before Tiberian Sun was free, there was an open source version. Just going to look it up now. Tiberian, no, that's not it. Let's see. Modernizing classics, the OpenRA games AAK mods. Tiberian Dawn, that's not it. Oh, under development. Okay. The next major goal for OpenRA is to support the second generation of Command & Conquer games, starting with Tiberian Sun. The game engine features to support Tiberian Sun are still in development, and it's not included with the installer. Okay. I think they probably haven't bothered to do that one very much, mainly because the game went free. I'm not sure. Ashton says, I thought the open source Tiberian Sun required to own the actual game. I'm not sure about that one, Ashton. We'll have to look into it. Cortex TH, that one is an open source theme hospital where you are required to have the original game files. However, it doesn't matter whether you get the original game files from the game or from the demo of the game. So you can get the demo of the game for free and then run Corsic TH. What was that Command and Conquer game where you borrowed under my base with units? That was Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun, the free version, the full game. It was the full game. Open Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 also requires the actual games files. Yeah, so ones that require the original game files I don't think are going to make the list unless there is a legitimate way to acquire them. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't think we're going to even investigate that one unless anybody knows how we can get that. Right then. We've got a FA Forever. Forged Alliance? Is that what you are referring to? A community-driven lobby for Supreme Commander Forged Alliance? Multiplayer co-op campaigns. Modding and mapping, community, competitive stuff. Presumably, though, Dep, you need the original. In order to play Forged Alliance, you must first install Supreme Commander Forged Alliance. You can purchase it for less than €10 from Steam. So, unfortunately, I don't think that makes the criteria. There is a way to get the game files. I mean, if there's a way to get the game files and it's legitimate, then we'll accept it. But we'll check that out. Brandon says Supreme Commander 2 was good fun, not free. Yes, it was not free, and it was definitely good. Free, it's long and drawn out, so skip. Okay. And it's not a legitimate way of doing it for RCT. Okay, so Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 won't make the list. Because you need the original game files and there's no legitimate way to get them for free. Which is a shame. Like, what's the point in having an open source game Yeah, what's the point in having... Well, I suppose really, like, you're modernising the game. And bringing it up to date for people to be able to use. So, open roller coaster kit, fail. There we go. Yeah, improve performance and modernise, yeah. Let's see, I'm running out of drink. And we're starting to run out of time, actually. The point of these open source games is to make them run better on modern hardware and fix bugs that devs ignored. That is definitely true, Ashton. And so there is a place for them, and there is a good reason for them to be there. But it's not what we are looking for this list. Unless it's like OpenTTD, where they've... originally, I think you did need the base game files, but they created their own or open source version of those game files, and now you don't need them. I think that was one of the biggest projects that they had in order to get the game out for its first version. So if a game can be played without the original files, that allows it to be qualified. And if a game does need the original files, but there's a legitimate way to get them, then we'll let that in as well. There we go. So that is... It's a sim for theme park. There we go. So, yeah, okay. So the list has got bigger. I just need to make a note on Robocraft. There's too many things you need to pay for, I think, is the basic idea with Robocraft. It's just too nope. Yeah, well, it's looking good, this list now. We're starting to get some pretty good ones. Unknown Horizons city building. Let's have a look at that one. Okay, so there's a website. Oh, okay, so it's like Age of Empires. Open source, the code is available. The content is mostly licensed under that license. Written in Python. Wow, somebody wanted a challenge, I think. I don't think I've ever seen a Python-based graphical game before. Like, I've seen scripts in Python and things like that. Looks like it's good. They're moving its engine. Versions are being released. There was a version released in 2017 and then a newer version released in 2019. I think 2019 is like the most recent version. Brandon says the Robocraft was fun when it first came out, but it's kind of ruined it. Yeah. You want to suggest Crusader Kings 2, but it's not really the kind of game this channel's here's a viewer here for. I mean, it's like this. We don't really want to just discount games like that based on that basis. It is free to play. There are expansions that you can buy for expansion subscription 30 days, which you can pay for, which gets you unit packs and music and stuff. So I'll make an... Okay, I think Crusader Kings 2 should go on the list to investigate. Like, the best game is... The base game is free. And you don't have to go out and get extra files and stuff. But there is DLC. By the looks of it. Oh yeah, there's loads of DLCs. Bundles and packs. You can spend hundreds of pounds on it. So I think then the question is like, is the base game good enough? without the DLCs. DLC first, updates later. Oh, so the subscription gives you all the DLC. Okay. Makes sense. 20 years of DLC. It's perfectly playable without the DLC, I think, by the sounds of it, Astrian says. Well, we'll put it on the list then. We'll definitely put that on the list of games to check out. And speaking of checking out, I'm going to have to check out of this live stream. We've done some good stuff here. We've expanded the list of games that we're going to investigate to get on our free games list. The main idea of this project is to get a list of games that anyone can just come together and play. Or if you're a gamer or you want to get into PC gaming, or you want to have some form of entertainment or enjoyment and you haven't got the money but you have a computer, then you can do it with these games. You can play these games and have some fun. You can get involved with other people playing games and get involved in the multiplayer games and servers. This is one of the main reasons why we have a Fistful of Frags and T-Build server available for you guys to play for free. If you want to get on those servers, the details are just on the website. It's just in the menu. Just click it. You have to be logged in. But yeah, there you go. Well, 10 years of DLC. Well, there we go, folks. We're going to leave it there for now. I think we've made really good progress. There's some new games that we've got on the list. It is always more fun playing with friends. That is true. And you've just bought RimWorld because of my streams. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I've really enjoyed RimWorld. Brandon says Stellaris is sometimes free, but I can't suggest it. No, you can't suggest a game that is sometimes free. But we're going to leave it there for now. What we'll do is that if you've got any more ideas for free games, or you're not watching live and you're watching this back afterwards, come over to the Master Hellish Discord, go to the Ideas for Hellish channel and drop your suggestions in there. Remember, it must be free to play, or you shouldn't need to have to go out and get the game files. And if you can get the game files, you should be able to get them for free legitimately. And it needs to have either balanced or good microtransactions. And if it's got DLC, then the base game needs to be good enough without the DLC. So let me know if you can think of any more. We'll get this list together and we'll do even more gaming than ever before. But that's going to be all from me for now. Remember, we've got a Discord event tonight, EVE Online. Get involved if you want to. Head out to the website. There's a link in the menus for About EVE. You can try that game for free, and you can play a good chunk of the game for free. Not all of it. Doesn't quite make the list. But I'll see you all soon. Take care, and for now, goodbye.